What's going on, everybody? Us, power baby. Welcome to Point Fighter Live. I'm Alex Reyes. We're here today with Phil Addison, Scott Frost, and Caleb Addison. We're going to be talking about the Southern Showdown and the National Power Breaking Championships. It's April 25th and 26th in Erwin, North Carolina. Point Fighter approved. I'm going to be there. I'm excited to compete. I'm training for it. I'm going to compete. I'm going to be covering the event. How you guys doing today? Everything good?
Yeah, great. How you doing, Alex?
Great, man. Great. Yeah, great to have you guys on the show, and it's gonna be a great event, man. Like it's great for me. It's great to see the sport growing the way it is, and like the prize. There's gonna be a lot of prize money in this event, guys. You want to see this? It's open to all ages, ranks, and styles. There's prize money in the sport karate stuff, the breaking. It's like, how much money are you guys giving out together? I think it was like, I don't know, like 6 or 7. I don't know. It looked like,
I know that with the breaking alone, we're doing $2,750, and then between everything else, where's anywhere between $6,000 and $7,000.
Woo, that's big money right there. Spread across a lot. It's not just for one person either, so it's spread out.
Oh yeah,
and I love it. I love that. And the awards are great. There's going to be great awards. This tournament, how long has it been running for now?
Well, the tournament itself started in Western North Carolina as the Western Carolina Karate Classic years ago. That's when we were SKIL, and we were SKIL for several years. We moved to the eastern side of the state when I got a new position on the eastern side of the state, and we started the Southern Showdown. It was NBL for a couple of years, for a little while. And then we went from NBL and picked up T.CT. So we've been going. The tournament has actually been going since about 2009.
Yeah,
it's just changed name. It's just changed names a couple of times.
Yeah. No, yeah, and it's been Point Fighter approved before as well. And I think when it was NBL. So
yeah, that's right.
That's great. And T.CT is a great organization too, man. You guys have some good events, and the promoters are a lot of great promoters there. So and it's great. It's very organized league as well, right? But we lose Phil.
It is.
But maybe there he is. Yeah, it's a very good organization, and it's the tour is awesome, and it's super organized. So and then we have also this year, right? It's also in conjunction, right? So it's the National Power Breaking Championships, which Scott, you're the one that's a lot behind this, and with the sponsorship of and you also have man, which this is great for anybody that hasn't heard. You also have a company for materials for breaking as well, which is awesome, right? So I really want to talk a lot about that and your company as well. But before we get into that, we have to talk about all the money first, because I think everybody and the awards. I think that's the first thing that everybody needs to see first, because it's going to have great organization, great awards, great competition, all that. And we're going to get into that registration, but people need to know what kind of money is being given out here. And I guess let's start out with Friday. The breaking stuff, which I'm excited about.
For sure.
So let's talk about it. Go ahead. It's $1,000 for the power striking and then a sidekick, right? So there's 2 divisions for the money, right?
So there's the 2 divisions there with the adults. It's technically a 16+ division. It's open rank for a power strike and a power kick, but then we also have a 10 to 15-year-old division as well, and that one's going to be $250 a piece on the same challenges, but it's going to be with boards instead of bricks. The 10 to 15-year-olds will be able to hit boards. The 16+ will be hitting bricks. The 16+ can win $1,000. The 10 to 15 can win $250. And then we have our adult open breaking as well, which is a standard T.CT division. And that's going to be like what you see at all the tournaments, the creative breaking divisions and things like that. The winner of that will win $250.
Wow. Yeah. So, all right, awesome. So the 250 is for, it's kind of like a creative performance, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's awesome. That's good. I'm gonna be competing in the power psychic for sure. I was training today. I put up a video on it, and like I'm trying out. yeah. So
We're
I'm looking
excited.
forward.
Listen, that is the whole point of this. The whole point of this is we really want to find out who the best breaker in the country is, and
Yeah.
we want to do it through proving it, right? So we're putting money up. We put the largest prize money up for breaking that's out there, and we'll continue to do so. I want to see who actually is really that good, and I want others. I want to bring a place together where we can find out legitimately who's the best power breaker in the country right now,
Yep.
right? So, Breaking Point, my company, will put up the money. We're associated with the Addisons and a fantastic tournament with Southern Showdown here. But really, it's about like, look, they have the tournament, they have the organization, they know how to run and make this work. And now, in addition to that, we're going to add this power breaking. So I'm really excited to see you be part of it. But really, that's what it's about. That's why the prize money is there. And we're going to continue to do this. I want to know who's the baddest that's out there.
And the thing about this is, to add to what Scott just said, understand something. A lot of these tournaments that we go to, the material is so
Oh
inconsistent.
yeah, that's what
We
I was
don't.
gonna get into
Nobody
next. Yeah.
knows what anybody can break because we don't know who the baddest is because sometimes it's crumbles and sometimes the wood you don't. This right here, everybody's getting the same thing on the same day, the same way with the same hit. Let the baddest man talk when he leaves. That's the way it's going to be.
Absolutely. And we can back it up. All of my material is produced very meticulously. We control the humidity, we control the temperature, we control how long it cures. I test it independently. So I know exactly how hard that material is. And so when someone says, "Hey, is it fair?" I can say with good conscience, it is fair. We know what that is, and you will know what that is every time you use breaking point material. In addition, if you actually can pull this off, we've got a beautiful black belt here waiting for you. Breaking Championship. You can see both sides. There's the logo for Breaking Point on the end of the belt. 2025. You're going to get that. We're going to make sure this is worth your time to come out and show up and show what you can do.
And that's for both of the adult
That's
divisions.
for both the adult divisions. You'll get
I only
that.
wish it was this consistent when I was breaking that
Tell
way.
me.
I mean, because I was the baddest man back then. So
You still are. You still are.
Man, I was, yeah, you know what? That's kind of like, I like that whole idea because, I'm new to breaking and kind of like what I've been told with materials is kind of like I try, like for me, I've been buying for like the stuff that I get to kind of be in line with like what the US Open has.
Yep.
I get the materials from them the same, but even like the wood, right? The wood, but then which pretty much I don't know. It looks, all wood is not made the same, maybe, right? But the concrete, it's kind of like I get my concrete from Lowe's, and then I know on the East Coast, I think they have the USBA has people that they make it too. I think they make it themselves too. But like, also like I understand also with the weathering too, like the humidity factors in stuff like that, all that. So yeah, so your idea, so when you told me your idea and what you did with the company, which everybody, you could go to shopbreakingpoint.com, right? If you want to know more about the company too, and order, right? Or contact information to order and just but yeah, so tell us about your idea. And I love this because this is growth of breaking. We got more prize money coming on with thanks to you, and then our company. So you're like trying to make the sport better for sure. So yeah, just tell us what it's about to the people that maybe are like didn't think about these things earlier.
Yeah.
In a way, like in the breaking culture, from what I've seen, since I'm new to this, it's kind of like um, it's part of the fun in a way, and you don't know what you have in front of you, but at the same time it could be scary, especially with the concrete like we were talking about yesterday, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I
go
mean,
ahead.
look, the bottom line is this: breaking, in my opinion, is the ultimate test of mind over matter, because your mind, as you know, Alex, because you train it, your mind will tell you when you're looking at a slab, I should not be doing this. This is not a good idea. And it only is your will that causes you to say, no, I am. This is what I want to do, and I can do this, and then you do it, right? So breaking is the ultimate like mind over matter approach to things. And so that's what I love about the sport. But it was really hard to sit and watch, and by no fault of anybody's own, but curing concrete and setting up materials is proper. They have to be cut properly. They have to be stored properly. They have to be from the same forest, even in the case of wood, in order to be fair, because the
Wow.
grain patterns need to be similar. So a lot of people don't know this stuff, and they would show up at tournaments, and I would watch what I knew were really good breakers lose to people that they should not lose to, simply because materials were not fair.
That part.
And
Yeah.
that really bothered me. And so I said, well, how can I make it fair for me first? So I started to learn a lot. I have a background. I'm an engineer by trade. I was able to learn a lot about concrete, learn a lot about wood. And did you know how your wood is stored? Just how it's stored or what lot it's bought from, the grain pattern and how tight it is will determine how hard that material is to hit. And
Yes.
so as I started talking with people and explaining these things, what I found is that people had a will but no means to actually correct this issue. And that was how Breaking Point was born, was first making material for ourselves, right? And then taking it from there and saying, okay, other people started asking me, hey, can I buy your material? Can you tell me about this? Can you tell me about that? And so, really Breaking Point is for breakers, by breakers. That's what it's about. It's about making it fair. When we buy wood, for example, we buy an entire lot. So I will buy, 1,000 boards from the same forest, from the same time, and then I will cut those appropriately. And when we sell those, I know exactly what they are. They're temperature controlled. They're stickered when they're stored. Like, I know everything about that material, and you can count on it. You can count on the fact that it's fair, and that's really, really what it's about. The other thing is convenience. A lot of people don't get into this sport because, let's be honest, carrying a lot of material around to and from a tournament in and of itself is a burden.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I said, well, what if I brought it to the tournament for folks? What if they didn't have to carry it? What if they could order it online and then I would show up with the materials? So we provide, concrete. We provide pine, ponderosa pine boards, white ponderosa pine. We provide dowels. We provide quite a few things, and we're continuing to expand. And so if you have questions, please reach out to me. There'll be contact information about the types of materials we can provide. But really, we're trying to bring Breaking Point to the forefront and say, hey, across sanctions, across the world even, let's find out who is really the best. And the only way to do that is to have exactly the same material. So you can
That's a
guarantee.
cool approach to it. Yeah, that's a cool approach, and that's cool, and it's cool. I like the way it's just this type of thinking is cool, because it's cool. It's just evolving and more like that. Now you're just like, I never had thought about that, and I wonder if other people had thought about that, got into it. Where before it was more like, I think it was just like part of the fun, but now this like, which is nothing wrong with it either. But now with this stuff, it's cool. It makes you think. And if you could, in a perfect world, you would want everybody to hit the same material, so
Yep.
the same type of material, so it could be fair all across the board, right? Because right now the basically is what you get is in front of you, and it could be different.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
Look, and if-
but it has a lot of stuff. It has a lot of variables too. Like I heard, somebody tell me that at a tournament, I'm not gonna say a name or anything, but like that the stuff had been brought in on Wednesday to a tournament, right? For a tournament and stored, but some dry, it was raining, and some was able to be dried and some was wet. So then the winner ended up breaking the dried stuff, and then somebody that has won a bunch of tournaments, their stuff was a little wet, so it was not fair there. He felt like it was unfair. So that stuff happens to all these variables. It's crazy with breaking, right?
Yeah, and I mean, even if it didn't matter, like
Yeah.
you as a breaker, you spend a lot of time and energy to get to a tournament. Like, what is it worth for you to know it's fair? Right?
Yeah.
What is it worth for you to know that if you lost, you lost because someone was just flat better and you got to train harder?
Yep.
Right? And if you won, that win was real. That win was for you because you know that you won on the same material. So I'm not criticizing anyone for material that's not the same as ours. It is
Yeah,
hard. It is heavy.
Yeah.
A pallet of concrete on average weighs between 6,000 and 7,000 pounds. Having the equipment to move that around, put that away, and cure it. Home Depot, you know what they do? They stick it out back and they try to wrap it as best they can. But the reality is, depending on how much sun that material is seen, right, and how much moisture that material is seen, it could be radically different. So, that's what we're trying to fix is
That's cool.
really think about
Yeah.
material for breakers.
Yeah, that's cool. It's great to see that. It's great to see that. That's awesome to see, because that means that the sport is growing. If you have your company, and I know that there's another company that they make their stuff in a way too, kind of like that. So it's kind of like this is awesome. But what you're saying is amazing. You're putting the money into it, like you're sponsoring at the event, and this is awesome. So I love it. I'm looking forward to it for sure, to being there and competing and just getting it. And I know that T.CT has breaking at events, right? Already they've been having breaking at events. Is it like a rated division always? Because I haven't tapped into that yet, but I have heard that there's breaking at most or all events, right? And T.CT.
So we have breaking at our 5A events,
Okay.
our 5A rated events, and we have I believe it's a 12 and under, a 13 to 17, and then an adult division. It's all open rank, but it is a rated division, and there is a championship at the end of the year for it.
That's awesome. That's great. So it's gonna be cool to see. I haven't seen a lot of some competitors there. So it's a different world for me. And also it's great that anybody out there that's seeing, I'm excited about competing and seeing different type of breakers that I may not see. Right. So, but it'll be good if those people and me are come in there. It's a great opportunity for everybody. A lot of prize money. Everything's the same, the materials. And this is a great way to find out who's the best. I would like to see people like Anthony Archuther. I heard Larry Fields is coming, but somebody like Parker Moody.
Parker's
coming too.
Yeah, and then the guys from Avalanche that are really good up there from Massachusetts. I just went to their tournament, their school there. Team Chip martial arts. It'll be great to see. And then all the Florida people. The Kokoro people. All those people, with Nick and Mike Reeves and all those people. It'll be good to see something, it'll be cool to see everybody together.
That's it. That's the idea. You get it out. Bring everybody together, and what better place to do it than at the Southern Showdown, right?
Yeah.
Really, really well run tournament, fantastic people, fantastic time. Look, we want to put on a show, right? I really, really want to see what's possible out there, and some of those names you dropped are iconic, and if you don't know them, go on YouTube and take a look. But this is going to be a show, and it's going to be a homecoming for a lot of people that are in the breaking fraternity of things. But it's going to be a fantastic show with karate forms, right? The sparring. Look, this tournament is known for tournament of the year. It's won it multiple times. We're just excited to be associated with it, with the National Breaking Point Championships. And frankly, we called it championships because that's exactly what we want it to be. We want people to come and say, who's the best of the best? So I know I've said that a couple times now, but I'm willing to put the money up to find out, guys.
For real. For real. This is great. No, it's great. The prize money. And that's kind of like how I kind of sponsored my dad's tournament that's coming up in May. And I'm giving out $1,250 there. And that was going to be the most, I think, but now you guys are the most. Yeah, but that's awesome. But it's great. It's great though. This is awesome. Because breakers, they're usually not prize money in breaking. I'm like, why? They're like, that's probably one of the most coolest divisions in the sport. So it's great.
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of that has to do with the fact that a lot of people don't like dealing with the fact that they've got to transport 6,000 pounds worth of concrete across country.
Yeah.
And because of that, Scott's whole idea behind this is something we've imagined for years, and Scott's helping bring that to fruition.
Yep.
But I mean, I can't tell the number of times I've loaded up wore a trailer out driving across country for the World Games, for the Super Grands, going all over the place and when you have a team of breakers and you've got everybody's concrete and holding blocks, and I mean, I wore out a truck just delivering concrete across the country. So it's very much that's why.
That has to be, exactly. Yeah, that has to be the norm. It has to be. I think it makes it even fair too, where the promoter, it comes from I know in the tournaments here. Like how we do it, where you have to pre-order everything a week before, But it'll be cool if there is, to purchase right there as well. That'll be cool. I mean, in a perfect world, but that's hard too because the supplier has to bring everything, and they have to bring back everything too. So it's not just hauling it. But in a perfect world, it'll be great like that, the way you guys are doing it. Yeah,
you get it. And so here's a couple other things on the promoter side, right? You need to make sure that when you run a breaking event that you don't damage the venue that you're in, or that you don't dirty the venue that you're in, extent that you can't come back. So we
Mhm.
also offer cleanup services. We will allow people to break. We will pick up what's left. We will bring all that material back with us and dispose of it
Okay.
on your behalf.
Okay.
Now, there's a
Wow.
cost associated with that,
Yeah.
but we make it turnkey. So if you want breaking at your tournament and
Wow.
you don't want to do it currently because of the logistics involved, please let me know. Right?
Wow. That's great.
I'm
Yeah.
associated. I get to sit and I get to work with, Caleb and Phil Addison because they're breakers. They get it. They understand the goal and what we're trying to do, and I'm so grateful for the support. But listen, we're really trying to change this and make this possible. And if you don't know how to break in your school, but you want to develop that capability, we'll run seminars. We will help you build it. Look, I have a vested interest in seeing this sport grow, Alex, just like you and the rest of us.
Wow. For real.
But we're all in on this. So let us
This
know
is
what you
great.
need as a promoter too, or as a school owner, as a dojo owner. We will help you.
This is awesome, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, all right. So, man, this is great. I'm so excited. And it gets better, guys. They're not done yet, right? Look at all the prize money given at the tournament on Saturday, right? So,
Oh yeah.
as you can see, and there's a bunch of stuff here. There's
But yeah, you should go through some of the karate and some of the other prize money and the awards.
So first
Yeah.
up, I want to show
I love
y'all. These are the
Yeah.
Grand Championship awards for this year.
Woo.
We have custom belt buckles made for the event with the division that is won on the back of it as well. These
Beautiful.
are custom made belt buckles. Those are for all of our grand champions. A couple of really cool divisions that we do with our grands is we like to have our Ironman challenge. With the Ironman challenge, it's essentially sign up for as much as you can, win as much as you can, and the winner of that Ironman, you get points throughout the day based off of how many divisions that you win. At the end of the day, the person with the most points between first, second, third, and fourth will get points. Winner with the most points is going to get $500 and a custom plaque. But as well, we were talking the other day, me and Alex, where the power ring
Yes.
is the Ironman challenge.
Wow. Awesome.
Alex, you're putting stuff in on this too with the power ring, eh?
Yeah, it's point fighter approved. That means we're going to interview a winner after the event, and then I'm going to be covering it. And we got 2 power rings. So I'm going to bring one in the breaking for the breaking and one for the sport karate. I may bring another one. Maybe I'll bring one for each of the thousands for the breaking. And
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Ironman. I think that's cool. One for the Ironman. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, we'll have 3 power rings there for sure. Yeah.
And then the other really cool division is our Super Grand Champion division. So the winner of our adult black belt traditional grands, our adult black belt contemporary grands, and our junior black belt contemporary and our junior black belt traditional grands are going to go into another division, the 4 of them, and they're going to compete for our Super Grand Championship. And that Super Grand Championship, that's going to be another $500 plus the first ever Southern Showdown rifle.
Are you serious?
Replica
Rifle. But it's going to have 2025 Super Grand Champion with the tournament logo
on the stock.
That's a cool award. That's a cool award, man.
Lever works, trigger works, hammer works, but there's no firing pin, so we're good there. It is a replica, but it's awesome.
Your friends won't know it when you put it on the wall.
Exactly. It makes a great dojo wall hanger. Let me tell you something.
Yeah. I've seen it.
That's wait, and I also see the Ironman runner-up, a flat screen TV, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So you ask anybody, we give away quite a few TVs at the Southern Showdown.
Wow, man,
we've given away a lot of them, but every year
you can ask Terry Floyd about that.
I think his
he's
whole
got a
house
wall full of televisions because of me.
But Ironman runner-up is going to get a flat screen TV. We have all of our divisions for our cash jars and our belt buckles. We even have underbelt grands. You don't see underbelt grands at a lot of tournaments anymore. So we make sure that we like to run the underbelt grands for our forms weapons. We have adult underbelt, 10 to 17 underbelt, and then 9 and under underbelt. And those are going to get the buckles as well.
Nice. And I have underbelt awards for power breaking too.
Yep.
Right. So
for the 10 to 15s.
For the 10 to 15s, yeah. So we're all in, right? You can show up as an underbelt and have just as much to strive for as you do if you're a black belt. I think that's what's great about this tournament is there's something for everybody in this.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, this This is awesome. I'm so excited for
Let
this
me say
event.
something about the judges, if you don't mind, Alex.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Go ahead.
It's been my mission on all of our tournaments to make sure that we have quality judges and that we have an abundance of judges.
Yep.
Um, we try to take care of our judges the best we can. The ones who work on Friday night, we make sure we take care of them. We make sure that they're fed well. We make sure that we have enough judges there to rotate in and out so that our rings run efficiently.
Yep.
I cannot say enough about the judges we've had over the last several years. The response that I've had of judges saying, yes, I'm going to be there. I think it speaks to the organization that Caleb, now it's really Caleb that puts the organization in. Scott's been a big part of that this year. I have tried to take my hands off of it little by little and just make sure that, as I go up like Master Oogway up on the mountain and I give it over to, the Dragon Warrior,
Sure.
that what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to work with my judges. We have outstanding judges. And there is no tournament without judges. You can have 500 competitors and 500 spectators. If you've got
100%.
bad judges or not enough judges, they will talk about your tournament from here until next year and maybe not even come back. So we are going to try to take care of the judges. If you are a judge and you're listening to this, you are appreciated more than you'll ever know, and we're going to try to take care of it the best we can. We look forward to seeing our judges, and to our spectators. Our judges are quality. They've been doing this for years. There's no novices with our judges, and so we appreciate all of them.
Yes, sir. No,
thing. We do a drawing. Our judges meeting is at 5:00 on Friday and 8 a.m. on Saturday. And the judges that show up on time, we always do a drawing for money or TVs or something. And so we can't give every judge a television, but we can put them in a drawing so that they can get something out of it. So somebody's going to win a television Friday and Saturday night as a judge, or either money won. They're going to win money or something for being there. We appreciate them.
that's a great way to get back for sure. And everybody wins for real. It's a feel good. It sounds like just a feel good event. You guys have already the ring assignments out there too. Now it's in Trident High School in Erwin, North Carolina. I know you guys have a tournament hotel too, right? So how would they? Is that room block still available or anything? Or
The room block is available to the 11th or until they run out, and they're running out pretty quickly. I think the Hampton is about full. The Microtel in Lillington is it's filling up if it's not full already. So make sure you call, and they've given me the rooms they're going to give me. I can't stretch them out anymore. So everybody else is going to be paying full price. So they need to go ahead and get it.
Make sure you get it, and they could get that. They could get to the link. I think in the event page, right? You guys have a certain Showdown event page, and I know you guys are on My Event Text as well, right? That's where where would they get the link to that? Right through there. Okay, perfect. So then with registration, it's very important, guys, to register and pre-register. You can help the tournament actually run even better, because when you pre-register, even if you don't pay right now, you could go and pay later, and it'll go in the system, and it's great for coordinating. So I always tell everybody out there that if you want to help the promoters run it even smoother, register real early, and you save money usually. And also, but not just that, it helps with the organization, because with all the ring assignments and everything, where people gotta go. So go to myeventex.com and register there. It's easy to find, and it'll show you all the divisions. You put in your information, and it'll show you the divisions you could compete in, and bam. Now, do you guys have price tiers or not for the event? And is it still available, or what are the
pre-registration price tier? Our pre-registration price tier will end 1 week before the tournament.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Yeah, so pretty much like a week from today.
Great. All right, that's awesome.
The other thing is, if you're a breaker, pre-registering gives me your name so that I can actually send you information around what to expect with breaking, dimensions of material. What do you expect? Where do you order? Those sorts of things. So definitely pre-register, even if you use pay later. But register so that we have your name and we can get you the information. Again, in terms of fairness, we want you to know exactly what you're going to get. So that helps us quite a bit.
Awesome. Okay, so so when they register on the website, they could see the materials list there too, right? And they could get
So if when they register, we will take their name and we'll send out a mailer to
okay,
folks that have given us that information so that they
okay,
know
okay,
what to expect.
okay, beautiful. Okay, there you have it.
And if you have
Awesome.
questions, feel free to contact us. Caleb knows how to get a hold of me. So does the fighting pastor there, Pastor Phil Addison. They know how to reach me. So if you have specific questions, I'm available. Like Breaking Point's available to answer any questions that you need.
Yes, man, it's gonna be awesome. No, yeah, like I said, we're gonna be filming and taking pictures there, both live stream both days. So it starts Friday at 4 p.m. sharp, with the breaking. Now, yeah, let's go through through the divisions, like the schedule. So Friday,
Sure.
there's breaking, but there's also other divisions, right? On Friday, I think.
Oh yeah. So on Friday at 4 o'clock sharp, we're going to start with our creative breaking divisions. Those are going to be out in the main hallway, so people can actually watch those divisions as they're registering for the tournament, as they're going through the registration line. They're able to watch those divisions. But then once 6 o'clock hits, we're going to be moving everything into the main room. And once we're in the main room, rings 3, 4, and 8 are going to have all of the power breaking divisions. Our 10 to 15-year-olds will be in ring 3. The kick challenge will be in ring 4, and the strike challenge will be in ring 8. But we're also going to have all of our musical divisions, musical forms, musical weapons. All that will be on Friday night, as well as all of our open rank and open weight point fighting will be on Friday night.
Awesome. Okay, there you have it. And then Saturday,
yeah,
it's action packed on Friday. Friday's gonna be freaking amazing. Yeah, for real.
And Saturday just gets even more exciting with more divisions. I mean,
it's gonna be a good weekend.
It's big days. It's 2 big days, really. Like that's how I'm seeing it. This is awesome. Yeah. All right. So and then Saturday, yeah, and then the ring assignments are all right here for Saturday, so you could see. You could see exactly where you're going to compete already.
You know where you're going to be competing the whole day.
The whole day, yes. That's amazing.
The only time where you don't know quite yet is our grands divisions because they aren't mapped to a ring yet. But that'll happen as the day goes.
That'll happen as the day goes.
And so for those of you that are competing, tell your parents, give them this map, so they know where to sit, they know where to see you, right? So a big thing on tournaments is people are kind of always shuffling around and moving around, trying to see their competitors. We know this is done. They've done the hard work up front. So you can walk in and say, okay, I know most of my competitors are going to be in rings 1 and 2. Sit down and enjoy yourself.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Man, awesome. It's going to be a great event. You guys don't want to miss it. Southern Showdown, April 25th and 26th. It's coming up soon. That's it. You got to get your... I got my stuff all yesterday, and it was very economical. It's going to be a great event. You guys need to go and compete right now. It's going to be awesome. If you're a breaker, you have to be there for sure. Yeah. You have to right now. We need to see who the best breakers are.
Yeah,
so anything else that we didn't talk about that we could touch up on?
So I would like to mention one thing when it comes to the pre-registration and T.CT as a whole. Make sure that you're getting pre-registered for the tournaments if you're attending T.CT this year. There's a rule in the T.CT in regards to coaches passes. You get 1 coach's pass per 8 pre-registered competitors. They don't sell them at the door. So you need to make sure that you're getting pre-registered for any of these T.CT events, because if not, it could cause some issues for you as you get to the tournament and have to handle the balancing act of getting people coached.
Yeah, and this is new. So if you're like, I've been there before, I know what to expect, this is different. So it's something to pay attention to.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good tip there. Yeah.
If you want to know the rules, go to TCT sportsmartialarts.com.
Yep.
Pull up the rules at a glance. It'll show you. The rules are very, very simple to understand and to read, but they are very specific. And Magic Jerome Johnson is our arbitrator, and he will stick to those rules.
Yep.
And please read those. And I will throw this out there. Last year we did change. There was a rule change that for all 17 and under competitors, they had to wear face mask and chest protector, plus the regular hand pad, feet pad, groin, mouthpiece, and helmet. So a chest protector for sparring for minors and a face mask are required. Now we will have some supplies there that you can buy, but it's much better for you to bring your own because you will not compete without that. That is a rule that T.CT has put into place for liability purposes.
Yep.
Obviously, there was a day. There's a lot of old school hats that's going to be out there, and they'll be like, "Oh, let them go." Well, yeah, I get it because they went on my head too. I remember them days, but now we're trying to be we're trying to make sure that we have a long life as a sport and as a circuit, and we don't want that to be jeopardized for some poor decisions. So
Yep.
just know that that's a part of it. Come prepared for that because we will stick to that wholeheartedly.
Yes, sir, for sure, man. Awesome. That's great. It's gonna be a great event. Don't miss it, guys. Go ahead and register now. And that's it. We'll see you there. Let's see who the best is this
All right,
weekend.
let's
All right.
find out. You
Take
bet.
care, guys. Have a great day.
All
all
right.
right.
See you, Alex.
Power. Happy Friday.